We're tired, I think, of the always puzzle of living and doing, and so am I. Come with me then, and we'll leave it far and far away. Only you and I understand. You have played, I think, and broke the toys you were fondest of, and are a little tired now. Tired of things that break and just tired. So am I. But I come with a dream in my eyes tonight.
GRAMNet is about 200 people in it and brings together around 40 agencies, including local authorities, people working in frontline services, campaigning groups, volunteers and befriending groups.
Yes, I am an activist in Glasgow. Yes, I work and sit on policy boards as part of my work. But I'm also good at doing research. Academic work is activist work when it actually takes the sorts of questions about the nature of a good and just society really seriously. That for me isn't about just being reactive, about just stopping the immediate pain, you know, the kind of pulling the bodies out of the river, which so many of our agencies do so well and so urgently all the time. But it's about trying to think about why is it that this suffering is happening and what is it we need to do that could actually stop this suffering in the first place.
Centre, which is one of the first places people can go to for help and support.
Unity's been involved with a lot of campaigns. Dawn raids have stopped now in Glasgow. The detention of children recently got stopped by the new government. Seekers are given temporary admission into the UK on the grounds that they report regularly to either a reporting centre or a police station. We are only 100 metres from the, well, we're less than 100 metres from the main entrance. They come in, they write their name into a logbook, and when they come out, if they come out, they cross their names off. And if they don't come out, then we start working on their behalf.
Cool. So yeah, just...
I remember a colleague saying, well, studying immigration and asylum law, it ain't glamorous. But boy, is it important.
Yeah. I missed it. Yeah. The project is looking at a place of language and silence in the asylum process. So, because
one of the aspects of the current asylum system is that a lot depends upon the quality of the interview.
Asylum is based on a narrative. You're required to say why, you know, what's happened to you, and that's seen as a basis for the claim. That requires them to speak. And often the circumstances in which they're required to speak are not ideal. And there can be all sorts of reasons which other people in other processes are very familiar with why people are not prepared to speak because of trauma. Women are often less willing to speak.
Big danger area for most people, the one area that they're worried about now is when they come to report.
At the conclusion of my dissertation, I'll be helping Unity start a pilot project based upon my findings, but also based upon Unity's aims and objectives in providing practical support for asylum seekers in Glasgow. This would be intervening at a different stage of the asylum process, providing practical support to asylum seekers before the interviews with the UKBA. So it can be really complementary, where research helps activism, and activism is based upon a strong knowledge base.
I've been detained 4 times, so now whenever I go to SAN, I'm always very nervous. And when you go to SAN, maybe I have only 1 week to stay in the UK, and after that I'll be detained and deported. So it's a very difficult situation to be in. Yeah.
Migrants bring huge benefits to Scotland: cultural, social, economic, new people, new skills, and the richness of diverse cultures from around the world. And what GRAMNet is trying to do is to look at the human stories and experiences that make up this picture.
Whatever route migrants have come to Scotland, that becomes irrelevant, because whatever skills somebody has brought, if the infrastructure is not able to adapt those skills, it's wasting them. I ran a project here in Glasgow, Caledonian, which was to support overseas professionals, mainly health professionals, through the adaptation process and into work.
When I came to Glasgow with my experience, I didn't know what to do, you know. I was totally confused about getting back to work. Nursing is something that, you know, I had wanted to do since I was a child, and having undergone all that studies, you know, I know this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So everywhere that I go in this part of the world, I'll do my best, you know, to share my nursing skills.
So yes, I have been working along with colleagues here at Caledonian University, looking at developing a much broader project. Now that we know what needs to be done, you can do it for different professional groups. Ultimately, if you engage with the migrants and they're able to realise their potential, this affects all of us, and it's for the best of us all.
I think I have gained so much experience, and I think I'm not saying I know everything, you know, but I think I've gained a lot of experience, you know, because that's what I wanted.
It's just changing the way in which we look at academia. It's making the academic research endeavour much more relevant, much more vibrant, much more alive, and I hope to see it grow and thrive.
Thank you very much.
And that rhymes, unfortunately.
I think for me as an academic, it's important to be doing not only interesting research, but research that might make a difference.
I can see myself, you know, the future will be bright for me, because I have a lot of...
I see the future of GRAMNet in us continuing to work in quite quirky and creative ways to bring together people and to encourage people to challenge each other and to make relationships with each other in order to take projects and ideas forward.